Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again breakout time. Breakout 002 is going down in Georgia on September 16th, 2023 with a nice stacked small creator undercard. But now, there seems to be a bit of a change in the lineup. Previously, KYNG, he's already done a face-to-face with a man named BM Saucy, but due to an unfortunate wrist injury he sustained while he was training for his fight, he had to withdraw from the contest. So, I mean, obviously we wish him a very safe and speedy recovery, but at the end of the day, the show must go on. And today, we have the replacement opponent, Mr. Collin the Boneless Johnson. And obviously, we have KYNG here as well. So now, this fight is KYNG versus Collin the Boneless Johnson. And today is their digital face-to-face. Gentlemen, how are we feeling today?
Feeling good.
I'm feeling great, man. Feeling great.
All right, bet. So, Collin, obviously, I'm going to start off with you. It's been a crazy week for you, all right? Yeah. I mean, obviously, we'll get to KYNG in a second, but it's definitely been a roller coaster this last week. And I wanted to know, starting off with you, how did you come across the Breakout, and how did you land this opportunity to fight?
I came across Breakout just honestly scrolling through Twitter and YouTube, and then I was talking to the creator of Small Creator Boxing before that went down again. And then he actually said reach out to Breakout. They're in your area, US. So that's how I actually got into Breakout, and then I just got reached out to. Lesra hit me up. He was like, "Yo, Saucy pulled out. You trying to fight?" I was like, "Sure, man. Let's get it." So, here we be.
Here we be indeed.
That's crazy. I actually have a similar reason how I joined Breakout. I was messaging SCB as well, and then they told me come to Breakouts. That's funny.
Yep.
Shout out to them for, helping us out a little bit. But Collin, I wanted to expand upon that. What is your reason to fight? Why do you want to fight in the small creator scene? Is it simply like stuff that's happened in your past that now you want to fight, or what's your why?
Well, it's like River said the other day in his face-to-face, man, combat sports. I grew up watching, I was a big Hardy Boys fan, so started off in wrestling, and I started training jiu-jitsu and watching UFC. Conor McGregor, like, really got me into UFC, and then Izzy, so just combat sports, man. I just love the fight. I love the idea. It's like a chess match. It's like dancing. It's so beautiful, man. So I love the sport.
All right, that's always great to hear. So now let's turn the attention over to River, who obviously had an opponent pull out. Again, we wish him a speedy recovery, but I wanted to know, you've been preparing for a completely different fighter up until this point. Does that really change your mentality, or does that really change what you plan to do on September 16th?
Not at all. So my last opponent, he didn't drop any footage, so I was preparing for literally everything and anything. So the change of pace is good. It's actually really good that I'm fighting someone who's actually a little bit experienced in the sport, someone who knows how to throw a punch correctly, which that's what I want. I want someone who's going to know how to fight and going to come ready to fight, because it's going to be a war. And so it's not going to really be different because, like I said, I was fighting for someone who don't show anything. So he at least shows some, so I got something I can really work with here. But at the same pace, I was ready for any and everybody.
All right. Well, speaking of, seeing his footage and looking at him, what do you think about Mr. Collin the Boneless Johnson? Both personality, I don't believe you guys have really talked much, but at the same time, I don't know. So, what do you think about him, his personality, and obviously you've seen that he has footage out. So, what do you think of his footage? What do you think of his skill? Just what do you think about him?
I think he has some good skill. I think he's got some good punching ability, which is great. That's who I want to fight. Someone with a great punching ability. And as for personality, he's a really cool dude. I respect the hell out of him because he jumped in on a month's notice. Me, I've been training for 3-4 months, like training my ass off to get in that ring and perform. And so for him to jump in on a month's notice, he has my everlasting respect. So I think he's a really genuine dude, cool dude. So he's yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Of course, of course.
All right, we like to see that, the mutual respect from both brothers. Like to see that. So, I wanted to ask River, still being on you.
Yeah.
Do you see this man, Collin? Do you see him as potentially a bigger challenge than your previous opponent?
100%. 100%. Honestly, I was getting overconfident with Saucy. I felt like I was going to stop him in the first round, no problem, because Brud wasn't confident in himself enough to even promote anything. So this dude, he wants the fight. He wants to scrap. I can tell he does. So the good thing is I know this potentially will go all the rounds. So, like, he's going to be ready for war. He's going to ready to step foot in there. We're going to put both of our front feet in the middle, and we're going to trade. And that's what I'm ready for.
All right, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. All right, Collin, back to you. So obviously this opportunity just fell into your lap, but I wanted to know, have you already been training in preparation for an opportunity like this to show itself?
Don't get me wrong. I train off and on, but I was on a little bit of a drinking binge there. I was on a little bit of a party summer, so yeah, I was on a little bit of a. So this actually got me to, get off the drink, get back into good shape, and start working hard. So I was working a little bit, but I was definitely not taking it as seriously as I should have. So.
All right.
Right.
So coming off your little bender, I guess you could say, uh, coming off your little bender, and the fight being a month away, basically, from this recording, what is your preparation looking like for this fight? Obviously, you just got this fight, so, yeah, not everything is like set in stone yet in terms of preparation, but what are you looking for, like, to like do in preparation?
I'm hitting the bag, jump roping, going on long runs, hoping to get some sparring in here shortly. I haven't gotten any sparring in yet, but that's coming soon next week. So just training, man. Bag work, pad work, just running. First thing I did this morning was run a mile. So yeah, it's just working in all facets of my game.
All right. All right. Good to hear. Now, again, you just started. I feel like I'm becoming a broken record, but I will ask real quick. In your, I'm trying to word this correctly. In your preparation and in your, just training boxing in general, have you noticed any small little aspect or maybe like a big aspect about like how you are as a boxer? What is necessarily like your biggest strength going into the ring on September 16th?
I'd probably say my length. I'm a real long, lanky guy, so I got a good jab and a good 1-2. So my length is really probably my best. I'm good at getting out, getting in, being out of range, but still being able to touch them, So I'd say probably my length, man. Just I'm a long fighter.
How tall are you?
I'm about 6'1", 6'2".
River, how tall are you?
Oh, 5'9", 5'10", depending on what shoes I wear.
Fair enough. So, River, you hear him saying like his wingspan is basically his biggest advantage. Do you think that's gonna be a bit of a disadvantage in your book, or do you think that you're gonna be able to, get on the inside and, work your way out?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big issue for me because I'm fighting all types of fighters, especially people heavier than me, longer than me, taller than me. I've been sparring just about the likes of everybody, even shorter than me. So I was ready for anything, but to know that he's a longer fighter, hey, that's gonna be something I'm gonna be able to work on for sure and be able to get in on the inside and work the body.
Yep.
And if he does get into the body, Colin, do you think you're gonna be able? You think you're prepared enough right now to, take some shots?
Yeah, man, I've been working a lot on my. I know we're wearing headgear. There's no protector for the body. So I've been conditioning my body to take some shots. I've been working on that. I know he's gonna put some pressure there, so I'm preparing to take that punch to the body.
All right, good to hear. So now I have just a couple more questions, and then we're gonna get out of here. Colin, obviously, this is a last minute replacement, but it seems recently in crossover boxing, especially, that whenever it comes to last minute replacements, there's some huge upsets. And that, obviously I would say that King River is the favorite going into this fight. But I wanted to know, if you beat King River on September 16th in Georgia, what do you believe is next for you, or who do you think is next for you?
Man, low key, I might beat up Brandon, bro.
Oh, really?
On Twitter. He been talking on Twitter, boy. I might have to work that boy, win or lose. I don't care, Brandon.
You're talking about
BM
Saucy?
Saucy.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
He must like you more than he liked me because he taught more to you in 1 day than he did for me in 3 months.
That's what I'm saying. He promoted it more after he pulled out than he did when he was in the fight.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, it might have to be Saucy. He been talking real tough on Twitter.
What's he been saying? I haven't really seen it.
Well, at first it started with a little. He just said, River's gonna win. I commented. I said, "Why you want me to lose, man?" And he was like, he just started getting disrespectful. He was like, "If you win, call me out." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Man, you ain't worth the call out." And then he was like, he keeps saying when I beat you. He keeps saying he's gonna beat me and River. He just keeps talking real reckless. And I'm like, man, you talking tough from the couch, boy. You know what I mean? I had to be your replacement, so stay on the couch.
Oh,
he would have got slept fighting me. That's 100. He would have got slept fighting me.
That was a mismatch.
100%. And he might think that he could come into my lane again. He won't, because he's too scared of me. He's too scared of me. That's why he didn't want to talk for 3 months. This guy's going to come ready to fight. This guy's going to promote the fight. In 1 month's time, he's going to show levels compared to what Saucy was going to do. And that's 100.
Facts.
Oh Jesus. That's that was a lot for me just now. I was like, whoa, okay. So Collin wants BM Saucy maybe after this. That's really interesting. Now, same question over to River. You beat Collin on September 16th in Georgia. Is there anyone else that you haven't mentioned that is on your hit list? Or maybe do you revisit the BM Saucy fight in the future? It doesn't sound like you're literally looking towards that, but, I might as well just ask the question.
The reason why I'm not looking towards BM Saucy because I know I will beat the living dog shit out of him. So he does not want it with me. So he's not even on my hit list for the simple fact that, like, all respect to Collin, I'm coming to get my W, and I want to move on to a higher challenge, something bigger, something better, maybe fight a rapper. Great build up there.
Yeah.
So, like, I got a couple of them in mind. I got a couple big time creators, some across the pond, some in this space right here, and I want to fight with the best of them.
All right, fair enough.
Maybe in the future, AJ Redwood can get these hands too.
Oh,
I can drop down that light. I can get down that light too. So
yeah,
we gonna have to see.
Get your weight up, little boy. Get your weight up.
Weight up. You damn right. Damn right.
I be bumping that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I did listen to that before this face to face. It was pretty good.
Good song.
Now, question, real quick, because did you make like a BM Saucy diss track? Is that just what it was?
Oh, I did. I had a music video actually set up for the day. Was it the day? It was the day, like 2 days after he pulled out. I had it already scheduled. and I was gonna do the whole diss track. I had to, like, cause with the AJ diss track, it was more of just, you know what I'm saying, camera right here in this literal location,
Yeah.
and just lyric video. And so that's why I was gonna do for him, because it was lightweight. For Saucy, it was gonna be a full blown music video, like camera cuts, zoom ins, B-roll, skits at the beginning. That was gonna be the whole shebang.
Oh,
so for him to pull out, it was kind of
disappointing, you would
it
say?
just pissed me off. Yeah, it just pissed me off because I had so much planned, and for that just to go down the drain. But I'm still releasing it on the day I plan on releasing it. I'm just gonna give him the AJ treatment and just give him a little lyric video type of thing. So that track is still coming out.
Okay. But I did want to ask, obviously, you know, unfortunately, BM is not your opponent. Are we going to expect to see you say something about Collin, or are you just going to just leave it be for a moment? Collin's already giving you a look, so I'm just...
I mean, like I told him on Twitter, it's like the last dude I made a whole track about, he turned into duck sauce and started waddling away with his flapping the wrist. So I can't really... You know what I'm saying? Promise I'm going to make one about him, because who knows? Anything could happen in the gym. But yeah. I'll just say we'll just see what happens. If little AJ wants to come back at me, I might got to throw a couple bars Collin's way. I don't know. Like I said, we're just going to have to wait and see. But I'm not making a full-blown track for a dude, you know what I'm saying, when there's chance that there could be a pullout, which I don't think Collin's going to pull out at all. At all. He's going to show a fight, man. But I'm not wasting my time. I'm literally focusing on my boxing skills, because that's all I want to focus on. I want tunnel vision for the next month leading up to fight night, and I want to get in there and perform how I do it.
All right. Fair enough. So, a couple more questions, and then we'll get out of here. I said that earlier, but, you know, I just wanted to reiterate. River, your prediction for this fight.
I'm going to say it like I said it last time. W, no matter what. All I want to win, all I'm going to get is my win, because I've been working for 4 months for a W. And I was going to get that pretty decisively. But now it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, and I'm ready for it. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to get to work, and I'm going to get my W no matter what. Decision, or if we see the shot, we take the shot. But we're just going to have to see on fight night, but I'm taking my W.
All right. And, Collin, your prediction for this fight?
Well, with 14s in headgear, I don't think nobody's going to sleep. So I think it'll either be, I think it'll be a decision, but I think it's a toss-up, man. I'm coming in late, you know. I know River's been working hard. I think it could be a draw potentially. Like, I think that we're pretty evenly skilled fighters. I think that it could be a toss-up, you know what I mean? But I'm thinking it's going to go to a decision. I hope I'm going to win, obviously. So I got W by decision.
All right. Each fighter thinks that they're going to take the W by decision. All right. Any final words before we get out of here?
Let's get it started. Let's get it cracking. War ready, as I said, man. We're going to go to war.
Let's do it, brother.
All the smoke, all the pressure, everything. I want that.
All right.
Same here, man. I can't wait.
The opponent has changed, but the mission clearly has not. We got Collin the Boneless Johnson versus King River. This is your fight. This is your fight on Breakout 002. Make sure to subscribe to the Breakout Boxing channel and the Breakout Live channel. We'll be seeing you guys very soon on September 16th. More content coming. And this was a really good face-to-face, boys. Have a good one.
Thank you, brother. Yes, sir.